tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She were, Your Honor. When I went to fetch her to court last week, she said she was sick.
She's been striving with her soul all week. She comes down to tell the truth to you.
Who is this man?
John Proctor. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief.
Excellency, I think you must hear the girl. She claims...
Please, Mr. Hill. What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirit, sir.
Never saw no spirit?
Never.
Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out the story in the village?
We have not.
They've come to overthrow the court, Your Excellency. This man...
I pray you, Mr. Pearson. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the gods?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
They were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
No pretense, she says.
Indeed. And the other girls? Susanna Walcott and the other? They are also pretending.
Aye, sir.
Indeed. Now, Mr. Parker, before I decide whether I shall hear you or not, it is my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts down all consuming. Are you certain in your conscience, Mr., that your evidence is the truth?
Yes, sir. And you will surely know.
I take it was your intention to declare this revelation in open court before the public?
I thought I would. With your permission.
What was your purpose in so doing?
Why? I would free my wife, sir.
That is all? There lurks nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine the proceedings of this court?
Oh, no, sir.
I tell you straight, I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked before my eyes by spirits. I have seen them struck by pins and slashed by daggers. And I have until this moment not the slightest suspicion that the children might be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it not strike you that so many of these women have lived for so long with such an upright reputation? And
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor?
I read the gospel.
I think not. For surely if you did, you would know that Cain was an upright gentleman, and yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But who tells the Rebecca nurse murdered children by setting a spirit on them? It is the children only. This won't swear she's lied to you.
Mrs. Shiva,
She is the one.
Mr. Proctor, your wife has sent claim this morning that she is pregnant with a child.
My wife? Pregnant?
There be no sign of it. We've examined her body.
But if she says she's pregnant, she must be. That woman cannot lie, sir.
She cannot?
No, sir, never.
If I were to keep your wife for another month, and if she began to show her natural signs, she would be kept another year, would say to that. Come, you say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good thing. She is saved at least this year, and a year's long. So, what say you? It's done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He has come to overthrow the court, Your Excellency.
These are my friends. Their wives are also...
I judge you not so. Sit down. I am ready to hear your evidence.
I come not to hurt the court. I only...
Miss Cheever, go into court and bid Judge Stockton and Judge Sewell declare recess for an hour. And let them go to the tavern if they will. All witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
Your Excellency, if you'll forgive me, I've known this man all my life. He's a good man.
I'm sure of it, Marshal. Now, what is this deposition you have for? I bid you be clear, open as the sky, and honest.
I'm a lawyer, so...
The true in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
Will you take this, sir? Sort of testament. People whose names on it declare good word of my wife, Martha Corey, and Rebecca.
A good word.
There's all covenant people, landholding farmers, members of the church. If you noticed, they've known women for a long time, never saw any dealings with witchcraft.
How many names on this list?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave them all my word that no
This
harm
is
would
a
come.
clear attack upon the court, Your Excellency.
Is every defense an attack upon the court? Can no
All innocent and Christian people are happy for the courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for it. And I think you will want to know, Your Excellency, from each and every one of them what discontents them with.
It is not necessarily an attack, I think. Yet,
These are all covenanted Christians, sir.
then they should have nothing to fear. Mr. Chiba, have warrants drawn up for all of these. Arrest for examination. Now, what other information do you have for us? You may sit down, Mr. Coy.
I brought trouble on these people. I have...
No, man. You have not hurt these people if they are of good conscience, but you must understand. A person is either with this court, or you must be counted against it. There be no road between. This is a sharp time now, a precise time. We live no longer in the dusky afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now, by God's grace, the sun is up, and them that fear not light will surely praise it. I hope you'll be one of those. She's not haughty, I see.
No, she's not. Mary, remember the angel Raphael said to the boy, Tobias, do which is good and no harm will come to thee.
Come, man, we wait you.
John, my deposition. Give me mine.
Aye.
Oh. What lawyer drew this up, Mr. Corey?
I never hired no lawyer in my life.
It is very well framed. My compliments, Mr. Paris. Go into the court and bring back Mr. Putnam, if you please. You have no legal training, Mr. Corey?
I have the best, sir. I'm 33 times in court and always plaintiff, too.
You're much put upon.
I'm never put upon. I know my rights and I will have them. You know, your father tried a case of mine. Might be 35 years ago, I think.
Indeed?
He never spoke of it to you?
No, he had not.
That's strange. He were a fair judge, your father. He gave me £9 damages. You see, I had a white mare that time, and this fellow comes to borrow the mare, and there he is!
Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation from Mr. Corey. He states you coldly prompted your daughter to cry ritually upon George Jacobs, who is now in jail.
It's a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your accusation is a lie. What say you?
A fart on Thomas Putnam. That is what I say to that.
What evidence do you have of your charge, sir?
My proof is there. If Jacobs hangs for a witch, he forfeits all his property. That's law, and there's none but Putnam with the coin to buy so great a piece. This man is killing his neighbors for their land.
But proof, sir, proof!
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say, the day his daughter cried out on Jacobs, he said she'd give him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The name of the man who gave you this information.
I cannot give you no name.
And why not?
You know well why not. He'll lay in jail if I give his name.
This is clear contempt of the court, Your Excellency.
Surely you will give us his name.
I will not give you no name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand here.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. Do you know that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for contempt of a hearing.
Oh, it's the proper lawyer. Do you wish me to declare the court in full session here, or will you give me good reply?
I cannot give you no name, sir. I cannot.
You are a foolish old man, Mr. Court. Mr. Chiba, begin the record. Court is now in session. Mr. Guy, I ask you to give the name of the man who declared Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale,
we cannot blink it more. There is a prodigious fear of the court in this country.
then there's a prodigious guilt in the country. You are not afraid to be questioned here.
I may only fear the Lord, sir, but there is a fear nevertheless.
Reproach me not with the fear of the country. There's a fear in the country because there's a moving plot to topple Christ in the
But
country.
it does not stand, and everyone accused me part of it.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. Mr. Guy, you are under arrest for contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself, or you'll be sent in the jail until you decide to answer any and all questions.
No doubt! I'm gonna go, but they won't kill you yet! He's say nothing for God! He's only playing you! He means to kill us all!
This is a court of law, mister. I'll have no effrontery.
Forgive him.
Here.
Forgive him, sir, for his old age. Peace times. Reprove it all now. Cannot be married. Cannot be. Remember the angel. Remember what he said. Remember it. Hold to it. Let it be wrong. This is Mary Warren's deposition. I ask you to please remember that when she testified until 2 weeks ago, she was no different than these children are today. You saw her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her. She would testify that the devil, now in the form of women in jail, tried to kill her.
I know all this.
Aye, sir. Swears now she never saw Satan or any of the spirits, vague or clear. She declares that her friends are lying now.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter, sir.
It certainly does.
I cannot judge this man guilty or innocent. I know him not. But I hardly think a claim so weighty would be made by a simple farmer.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without there be proof so immaculate. Not even the slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Surely you do not doubt my justice.
Excellency, I have this morning signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse. I tell you true, sir, my hand shakes as yet with a wound. I pray you, sir, let this argument let lawyers present to you.
Mr. Hale, believe me, for a man of such terrible loyalty, you are most bewildered. I hope you forgive me. I am 42 years at the bar, and I would be confounded should I be called upon to defend these people. Let you consider, and I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? He calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, on its face, and by its nature, invisible crime. So who is that witnesses? The witch and her victim, none other. Now, we cannot hope the witch will accuse herself, granted. So we must rely upon the testimony of the victims, and they testify. The children certainly do testify. As for the witches, none would argue. We are most eager for their confessions. Therefore, what more is there for a lawyer to bring out? I think I have made my point, Mr. Hale. Have I not?
Excellency, if this girl claims her children are frauds,
That's precisely what I'm about to consider, Mr. Hale. What more may you ask me? Unless you doubt my propriety.
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it then.
And that you put your heart at ease.
I should like to question.
Mr. Bess, I bid you be silent. Mr. Cheever, go into the court and fetch the children, if you please. Sit you down, Mr. Proctor. Mary Ward, approach. How came you to this turnabout? Did Mr. Proctor threaten you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me, you sat in my court, callously lying when you knew that people would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
How are you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns our liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God now.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir.
I tell you straight, Mary Ward. You are either lying now or you are lying in the court, and either way, you have committed perjury, and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God.
I brought the children for you, sir.
Sit down, children. Sit down. I have here a deposition from your friend Mary Ward, in which she states that she never saw no spirits, apparitions, nor manifests of the devil. Likewise, she has said that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of the law. The law, based upon the Bible, and the Bible, writ by the Almighty God, condemn the practice of witchcraft and describe death as the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and Bible also damn all liars and bearers of false witness. Now, it does not escape me that this deposition may be an attempt to blind the court. It may well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, who sends her here to distract us from our sacred point. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak truth, I bid you drop your guiles and confess your pretense, for a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, wife. What say you to this?
It is lie.
Children, an auger bit will be turned into your soul until your innocence is proved. Do either of us mean to change your charge?
I have not to change, sir. She lied.
You would still go on with this?
Aye, sir.